Whew. It is early morning and we are getting the weather reports in that this coming weekend is going to be crazy wicked, possibly record snows and really cold, if not record cold temperatures. So my goal the next couple days is going to be to set the barn up with all the animals so that they can make it through these single digits a little bit better. We aren't really used to this cold. I mean, we get down in the teens, but this is going to be several days straight of teens and some single digit lows in the evening. So I'm in the cold room right now looking for eggs for breakfast. But I'm trying to explain to you what we're going to be doing today. So we're going to try and get the barn prepped for all that, move shelters around, get animals situated, get a game plan to bed everybody down before this cold temperature really hits us. But first, it is breakfast time. So I'm going to go make a potato egg sausage hash. Chris and I were fasting yesterday, so man, girlfriend is hungry. I don't know if I could eat all these, but I feel like I could. Getting ready for a winter snowstorm like we have ahead of us is not a little task. This is going to take us several days to get ready. So even though we're a few days out, right now is when we need to start prepping all of the animals and the farm for this storm. Since I know that we've got a full day ahead of us of work, we are getting started with a nice, hearty, solid breakfast to get us through the day. Today I'm cooking a combination of regular potatoes and sweet potatoes in a diced potato skillet, and I'm also frying up onions with ground pork and sage, so like a breakfast sausage. And then in another pan, I am cooking up the chorizo sausage. Now the chorizo is spicy, so that's why I'm separating it from the rest of the dish. Did you wash off that potato after it's on the floor?
I put it on my shirt.
You wiped it on your shirt?
No, Mom, she washed it. But she dried it on her shirt.
No, but the potato fell a second time. Next time, rinse it off. Don't wipe it on your shirt or on your towel.
The cut it one?
Yeah, the cutted one.
Oh, yeah. Because the water was off. Somebody.
Okay, so just don't ever make food for people and not wash food. Just if it falls on the floor, you just gotta give it a
Shay,
chance.
you're fired.
You're fired.
Yeah, Shay, I'm not eating that.
Oh, stop. You can eat it.
No.
Mom,
perfectly
do you know how many
fine.
boogers she wiped on that shirt?
You wipe boogers on that shirt?
No! Why she'll eat that?
Look, she's pretty offended that you would even suggest that. So.
Yeah.
Stop!
No, she's fine. She didn't do that. I'm also frying up some scrambled eggs, as that provides a fantastic source of protein. Meanwhile, Dessa is making a batch of bagels.
It feels like sunshine the way that it warms up my cold heart. Sweet as sugar and a light that leads you through the dark.
Bless you. Bless you.
Honey, healing magic, goodness from above. gotta give it away, give it away, give it away to the ones you love. Where would the world be if we offered this gift freely? Tender devotion to the weak, the poor, the kind, the needy. A helping hand, you know that you can always trust. Lord, let your love and kindness grow in each of us.
Now, right away, we got started with the lambs and making sure that lambs are taken care of. Selah came in with one that was looking a little bit too cold for our liking. So I'm revamping the little brooder that we have set up, and I'm getting heat lamps put in place so that I can try and get as many lambs as possible under the heat. One of the most important things is to make sure that lambs are nursing. And you can usually tell by the suckling noise and this little wiggle tail. Good. And pull that right where your foot is. The top of this brooder stall is covered in plastic, but I had one of these sheets of plastic come loose. I am suspicious, based on the kitty cat prints that are up there on the dirt, in the dust, that a cat jumped on the plastic, not realizing it's like an 8-foot drop below. And so the plastic ripped off of this post. So Selah is up here. She scaled these rafters and is helping me staple the plastic in place. And of course, getting a nice big pot of chicken soup on the stove so that way we have something warm to eat throughout the week.
I look good 24/7, 24/7. All y'all twins, I'm in 11. I'm in 11. Wanna know how? I don't be stressing. I don't be stressing. Cause I look good 24/7. I'm hot 24/7. I sleep in my Louboutins.
One way to make sure to keep animals warm is for these animals that have rumens, keep hay in their rumen, keep them full, keep their bellies full, because what that does is the fermentation process helps really warm these animals from the inside out. So it is crucial that these animals have hay all the time. I'm getting stalls prepped. Even though we're a few days out, I'm not locking animals in the stalls quite yet, but I'm starting to get kind of an idea of where I want to put everybody. So I'm getting everyone loaded up with hay, loaded up with straw for a nice deep bedding, and getting them in their stalls and getting them in the pens where they're going to need to be. We are going through a ton of hay this week. I also stocked up on alfalfa hay because alfalfa has a higher level of protein, and I really want to make sure these animals all have plenty of protein while these temperatures are so cold. I cannot have animals losing weight, especially the ones that are nursing babies. And that not only is the cows, the sheep, but I also have Big Mama, who is skinny mini right now, and I need to make sure that she has got plenty of protein to feed all 12 of her piglets. We also got a load of firewood delivered because we have run out of all of our split wood that we had ready. So the kids are helping Chris get all the firewood stacked up in the wood shed so that way we can try and eliminate as much of the moisture from the snow as we possibly can. And though I'm not panic buying groceries because we have plenty, Gemma's birthday party is this weekend. Yes, the day before the snowstorm. So we're doing some last minute shopping for her birthday and also stocking up on anything else that we might find at BB's, which just means junk food. Let's do this. Now, these little wood huts are perfect for the pigs. However, they have a really large opening, which every other time of the year is perfectly fine. It helps in the summer to have nice ample airflow. But right now, with me not being sure what the winds and the freezing rain and sleet looks like, I want to make sure that the opening into these pens is as little as possible, so that way there is as much wind barrier as possible. So I am tacking up pallets and scrap wood and anything that I can find to minimize the opening to these pig pens. Well, we've got the, as I like to call, the little nursery going on in here. Little lambs everywhere. These are the fresh baby lambs. They still have heat lamps just to kind of take the edge off. That one looks like she's shivering. Yep, she is. So anyway, I'm gonna come back and check on her in just a minute. I might have to take blankets off of one or two of these guys. So these guys are gonna try and hunker down and stay warm. Then across the hall, this stall is gonna have the pigs. I'm gonna bring all the pigs, well, the feeder pigs in here. Gloria, Motomoto, and Big Mama are way out there, if you can kind of see them up there. They're hanging out in those sheds tonight. These guys are gonna be locked in here. Then we've got this field. So this stall is gonna house all the sheep and the calves that are out there. And then, yeah, so these guys are all gonna get locked into that stall. And then my plan is to open up these two paddocks to house some of the cows so they can get out from away from the sleet. So I'll put like a bale or two of hay underneath here for each of them. And then the rest of them are gonna go underneath the other run-in shed way out there. I might even open up the barn aisleway for some cows. Maybe Daisy Doo will stay in there. Right, Moo? Right, Moo? Alright guys, we have been prepping for this snowstorm for, I don't know, 4 or 5 days now. This has been extremely stressful for me. The forecast has changed. Now it's not only going to be like 1.5 foot plus feet of foot and a half of snow, but also 2 to 3 inches of ice. We're getting several hours of freezing rain after the snow. So that's what scares me. The cold temperatures down in the single digits and the winds and the freezing rain. So I have animals in every which way I can get them. All sorts of stalls, and I have cows in the barn aisleway. Sorry, I'm like not talking right. Sheep and cows everywhere. It's insane. Our dogs are locked in. Chickens are locked up. I mean, I don't really know what else we can do at this point, but it's still very stressful. My biggest concern is the animals are going to get wet, and then that they're going to be cold. Now, if they are dry, if it's not too windy, and they have plenty of hay, then they will be fine. If they are wet, if this wind chill hits them hard, that's when I'm concerned. So, I've been outside since 9 o'clock. It is, I think, 4:45. I've been out since 9 o'clock this morning, and I'm tired, I'm cold, I'm hungry. I want to see my baby Theodore. All the older kids have been outside helping me get ready, and I don't know. I'm looking forward to hunkering down and riding out this snowstorm and just kind of, doing the whole snowstorm thing. I'm excited to cozy up, get a good book, I don't know, stuff like that. Like all the fun things that you do when it's a snowstorm. Chris is going to be plowing, so he is busy. Where am I going? I gotta park this trailer. Hang on. Okay. Chris is gonna be plowing, so I feel bad for him because he will not be enjoying the luxuries of hanging out in the snowstorm the way that we are. Oh, doggone, I got way too far away. All right, I gotta back this thing up a little bit. I am way off track. All right, take 2. So I am trying to set him up for 2-3 days of plowing and not coming home. I'm trying to get in fresh, clean laundry, get lunch packed. Whoa. Fresh, clean laundry, get lunch packed. Get him kind of ready to go. But I do feel bad because while I get to snuggle up in bed and sleep, he is going to be out all night long driving a truck. And that sounds miserable to me. All right. That's better. All right. Ta-da. There we go. Everything just feels so frozen. Those of you who live in Alaska, Canada, blah, 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 all those crazy places, you are insane. You could not pay me enough to live where you live. I want a 20-degree night followed by a 50-degree day. At least 35-degree day. I like above freezing. Yep, there we go. Now that everyone is tucked in and ready for the night ahead, I'm just closing up the doors, and now we're just gonna sit and wait for the storm to pass.